Now we're going to learn about data types and how to create variables that accept the different data types. An easier way to create a playground is to go to File, New, Playground. So I'm just going to do that. And I'll do that probably fairly frequently in the class. And notice that I have the iOS menu and I can create a game, a map, a single view. Just choose blank for now. Click Next. And what do I want to call the playground? I'm going to still work with the time. Whatever you chose to use, please keep using that. So I'm going to say October 19th. I'm going to say 8 p.m. And we'll call it playground. Okay, it's going to be created. So the file was generated, and if you look here, I'm going to make this a little larger. If you look at it, this is our file. You have source code and you have resources that you can refer to. This is what a playground looks like. And basically it is the code in a light mode. So currently right now all you're doing is importing the UI kit controls. UI is just the user interface kit. It's a library of terms and codes and functions that work well in most standard products that you create. It's a frequently used import, and just be aware that we're actually importing that in, so we don't have to rewrite that code. And then the simple variable here is greeting, and it says hello playground. So you'll notice over here on the right side is the output. Like I said before, this is a very light version of the code. So what you see here in this middle area will be the code, and then on the right side is the output. So to demonstrate that, I'm just going to change this to Good Morning, Matt. Welcome to the playground. Okay, and then I'm going to click this little button to run it again. And notice it changes over here. I've typed in some simple values. These are really basic, but I want you to see how they behave in this processor type input-output environment. So I'm just going to go ahead and run this, but notice it's 42, negative 23, 3.14, etc., etc. Okay, and there you go. So these are very simple values. There's no difference here than in the processor. Okay, so you'll notice that I did put some comments in here. So this says simple values in Swift. It's a way to categorize your code. You'll make a lot of comments. You simply just put two backwards hashtags in front of the text to be commented out. Down here I have variables in Swift. This is all Swift language. Very simple, very elegant language. Down here I'm just assigning variables different values. Current temperature Celsius gets a value of 27. My age gets a value of 54, and my location gets a value of home. Notice that a string literal is in quotes. And let's run this and see what happens to the right. There you go. So to the right, it's got 27, 54, and home. So it's not going to output the name of the variable. It's going to output what's in the variable. Okay, so Boolean variables are a little different. Boolean variables are your true and false conditions. You have to use the let operand in front of your variable. So you're just basically saying let this variable be equal to whatever you want it to be, whether it's true or false. So pretty straightforward. I should run this and it says true and false there. Okay, and finally you can create variable types of a little more detail. So for example, I can choose to annotate this variable restaurant rating, and I can make it a double integer by just putting double after it, and that is only going to accept double integer values. If you replace that, it's pretty straightforward. Well, your homework tonight is going to be using arithmetic operators, comparison operators, performing string operations, the rest of chapter 2. And so you'll be doing things such as let sum equal 23 plus 20. Okay, and you're basically just creating a variable, telling it what it's going to be, and you're running it. Okay, and it will add it, and your variable. So anything after your equals sign is what do I want to put into this value. So you're saying let this value, x sum, whatever it is, be the result of this particular operation. This is adding, and there are a whole bunch of other operands that I'd like you to use by reading chapter 2. So thank you. I'm not going to do all of this for you. Have a good evening.